Yo, what good YouTube? So in this video we're gonna be analyzing the upcoming markets for the following week. So I have some very good trades. I hope you'll watch the video until the end, and I'm gonna share something with you for those who love to trade on the weekend. So guys, for those who don't know, you can literally trade the financial markets on the weekend if you're trading with OctaFX. So as you can see, today is Sunday and I'm gonna drop this video today. It's Sunday, so you can see all the currency pairs are literally not moving, but if you can see the cryptocurrencies, they are moving. Just pay attention. You see the price movement. You'll see, let me just go to them so you can see. You see there is a movement today, but the currencies are not moving. So let's go to the 1 minute time frame so you can see what I'm talking about. So there is a movement happening. You see the candle just went up right now. So you can trade the market on weekend, but you can only trade cryptocurrencies. So at least you know what you're trading on cryptocurrencies. With Derive, people don't even know what they're trading with Derive. But if you can ask anyone who's trading Derive, what is the bomb, what is volatility 75, you know. So with crypto you can do your research and actually understand what is really happening with cryptocurrency and before you make a decision. So next time you can trade with crypto. This is not a paid ad. I don't work with Author, and this is not a sponsored video as well. So this is just me, my suggestion. So by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. All these trades that I'm taking are just based on my own opinion. If you're thinking for a financial advisor, you can go and search for one. This is just a YouTube video. I'm not a financial advisor. So the biggest trade that I'm looking for this week is have to be the gold. Guys, the gold is looking very good. Where is the gold? So make sure you click the like button and you subscribe if you're still new to the channel. So let's look at the gold. There is the gold, the beginning of the gold. So we had a setup this week on the gold on the group. Yeah, so what happened was, what I was looking at basically was this. So let me just try and highlight it for you so you can see proper. So this is what I was looking at, this price. Let me draw a horizontal line so you can see proper. Let me draw it thicker. Okay, let me just. So I had this base candle that I was so obsessed with, and this one I was so nervous. So I always knew that the price might respect this two base, you know. So I highlighted both of them to actually think that the price will respect either the two. So these two base candles. So fortunately in life it did respected the last one and dropped. The reason why I actually was focusing on this base was because of this horizontal line here. So you can see, if you look at the left hand side, you can see this line was very important based on the tashes, that how many times it tested. So it was a key level. So how do I see the key level? A price that has been tested so many times, they literally tell me that that price is actually a key level. So we have a test here, we have a test another here, and then we have a test this side as well. We have a test this side as well. You see so many tests that's happened this side, and then there was a test as this side as well. So this was a test as well. You see, this was another test as well. So you can see at this side there was a test as well. This was another test as well. You see, this was another test. So this was been a key level. So my biggest concern with this setup is the overall trend. So I'm going to tell you why I think it will work or might not work. So before we got on that sell here, you see it went and then it restepped it and then it dropped. You see, we had the setup. So this was a huge drop. It dropped. You see this huge drop here, because I remember I exited somewhere at this point, and then it went to retest the level, and then it decides, but I was already out. So after testing this level again, and then it went up. So this is what I'm looking at. So let me just delete here so you can actually see what am I looking at this week, this upcoming week. What I'm looking at this upcoming week. Let me delete. So this is what I'm looking at. This is the very nice Quasimodo here. So we have a shoulder here. This is a very nice shoulder. And then we have a head, and then we have the structure being broken here. So this low is not equal to this low. So we have this lower low and this lower low. So let me just write it for you so you can see proper what I'm talking about. So we have this lower low and this low. So we have this low. So the structure was broken at this point. So this is the first time the price literally comes to the structure. And looking at this structure looks very nice. You can see the test has been here. You have the spike, 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 and you have a very nice base candle here. Let me hide it for you so you can see proper. This base, there is a base at this point. There is a very nice base at this point. Very nice base at this point. So I'm expecting the price to come and test this base and decide to drop. So right now it is at this point. It is at this point. So it just needs to actually push a bit up. It needs to just a small move push, a small move push, and then let me just draw it thicker for you so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So okay, let me just go to the colors. Okay, we have the sticker point here. So I think this is nicer. So I think you guys can see here. So the price just needs to actually push a bit, and then if it pushed a bit, it's gonna be a very huge drop. It's gonna come to this point. This low is low, and it might crash once it comes to this low. It might go a very long distance down. I'm gonna explain why I'm saying it might decide to actually go a long high, but I'm not very interested. I'm interested once it comes to this zone. It's gonna drop, it's gonna go up a bit, and then you're gonna go for a sell. And remember, it's gonna test to this base candle. So what you have here, you have this whole entire zone. This zone that I'm highlighting on this yellow yellow zone is what you call your entry point. This is your entry point. So what I'm expecting is the price to actually push up a bit and then decide to drop again. So I'm expecting the price to push up a bit and then decide to drop again. So this is where you're gonna enter your trade. This is where you're gonna enter a trade, and this is where you're gonna put your stop loss just above this zone. You're gonna put your stop loss just above this zone. Put your stop loss just above this zone. Put your stop loss above the zone. So your take profit will be here. So this could be a very good trade if things go well. My biggest concern with this trade is only one thing, guys. My biggest concern is one thing that I don't like about this trade. It is over a trend. You see this over a trend from this point. Let me hide it for you so you can see what I'm talking about. From this point here, this entire point here, to this point, basically. Let me just show it for you. This market has been moving up for the longest time. For the longest time, it's been channeling up. So what we're doing right now, we are trading against the overall trend, which might work, but it's not a high probability trade. It's not something that is very something that I'm 100% sure that it might work out, because we are trading against the overall trend, which might work, which might not work as well. So this might work, might not work as well. So that's my biggest problem right now. But this trade looks very well. But if you can look at here, I want to show you something. If you can look at here, when the price, okay, let me just zoom it so you can see. So when the price decided to went up at this zone, this is what's happening. So I'll draw a horizontal line here at this point. So you see, this was a very let me delete this. Okay, let me delete it here. This was a very market gap. So this was a very nice support, and then it created a spike here. Let me highlight for the spike for you. This was the spike. This entire zone was a spike. I took a wrong tool. So this entire zone was a spike. This entire zone was a spike, taking all the previous stop loss at this point. It took all the previous the previous stop loss for this support, and then when the price went to this zone again, so it went up and it pushed. So when the price gonna come, if the price decides to respect this Quasimodo, I know there's nothing here. There is basically nothing as this zone, because all the liquidity has been taken by this price going up. So there's nothing here, there is no order here. So if it decides to drop, I know it might go down even further for the entire December. So we have this kind of trades. If you've been following me, you know we always have, the gold has been blessing us for quite some time. Always on December we've been making money. So tell me what you think of this gold setup, and make sure you like and you subscribe, and tell me what you think about this gold setup. So bye for now. So I'm gonna leave the link of OctaFX, and if you want to trade on weekends, they are very good with withdrawals and stuff. They're a very nice broker. Just try them out and tell me what you think, man. Sure.